you insult yourself, I will insult you. If you have no respect for yourself, I will insult you. Because people are telling the law, when it comes to Nnamdi Kanu, you turn the law upside down. The law says one thing, if the law says this paper is white, when I go to court, they say it's black. When I say it's black, they say it's white. Is that law? I'm asking you, a senior advocate of Nigeria, is that law? Is the memo from Chief Judge, is memo from Chief Judge sufficient to set aside and a court order? The answer is no. Why do you want to change the law in my own case? He did me something in my case, I accused him, he was functus official. I asked him to recuse himself. Why did the Chief Judge not insist I was right? He left my case.
Okay, listen. If anybody is not happy with this, which is true, then you need to go on appeal.
No, I cannot. Because I have a court order. I have a court order, you have recused yourself, I have a court order. Anybody who disagrees with this order of court, go to appeal court. That's what you tell me all the time. You are functus official. You cannot preside over this case number again. Not in this life. You cannot. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. A woman here cannot force this court to preside on my case. You cannot. Not today, not till forever. You are recused and you stand recused. Tell the Chief Judge, Nnamdi Kanu said, go on appeal. I recused him from my case. The state recused Justice Adama from my case. I did not insist Adama must hear my case. I never insisted. So why must you insist to hear my case? I don't want you in my case. I don't need you in my case. You are biased. You are biased. You cannot be in my case. A woman should do the right thing. A chairman of the board of Benja's prosecution is impropriety. Nowhere in the world is such nonsense done. You cannot be hobnobbing with lawyers, hobnobbing with justices, and you're prosecuting a case. It's shameful. Absolutely shameful. Shameful. This is not a court of law. This is a shrine to injustice. And I will not subject myself to it. You stand recused and you must take my case. You cannot try me. This man is not paying attention. There is an order of recusal. And he's a senior advocate, for goodness sake. There's an order of recusal. Is that not the rule of law? The law says if you disagree with this, you go on appeal. You are a grown-up man. Because of 300 million, you're behaving like a child. Go on appeal. Because of money. Because of money they're paying you from ATM surface, you are here standing and smoking evil. Because of money. A grown-up man like you, you say you have to want to behave like a man of honor. The rule of law says you go on appeal. His Lordship Peter Nyako will not try my case. Not on this planet Earth, I'm telling you that now. So stop wasting your time.
So that, I said, the view of the past, that the defendant has indicated that he will not make a formal application. I apply that the Lordship was a assembly day for hearing.
You are not well. You are not well. I'm telling you, this is God Almighty not well. This is an order of court. An order of court says Justice Nyako is recused. An order of court. Order she made as an order. The same Chief Justice writing the stupid memo he's writing. I recused him. He was functus official. He sat on appeal. I took him to NJC. I recused him. Why did he not say I must sit on your case? Why in the case of his lordship is he insisting? He wants to embarrass her. He wants to embarrass your lordship by asking her to come and sit on this case. Is that what you're saying? There's an order of give it to him. He doesn't have it. Give him an order of court. It's an order of court. Give it to him. He doesn't have it. An order. Give it. He doesn't have it. It's an order of court. It's an order of court.
I ask your permission to address you. But let me tell the defendant that in every sin life, there's need for wisdom. And wisdom is very important in this matter.
Telling lies.
It is not right for you to be insulting the teacher.
If you insult yourself, I will insult you. If you have no respect for yourself, I will insult you. Because people are telling the law, when it comes to Nnamdi Kanu, you turn the law upside down. The law says one thing. If the law says this paper is white, when I go to court, they say it's black. When I say it's black, they say it's white. Is that law? I'm asking you, a senior advocate of Nigeria, is that law? The memo from Chief Judge Is memo from Chief Judge sufficient to set aside a court order? The answer is no. Why do you want to change the law in my own case? His Lordship, Justice Nyako, stand recused in my case. Cannot try me. Why don't you get it? Giving you a definite date for trial so you can do your matters you always do. People without shame. I have here before me for the benefit of Chief Awomolo because it seems he doesn't know the law. So I will tell him. This is national judicial policy of this country. Please give them a copy each. National judicial policy of Nigeria. National judicial policy. I will tell you what it says. Because you don't know, I will tell you. Talking about memo from the Chief Judge of the High Court. Judicial policy of Nigeria. 1C. I'm reading. Robert. In the performance of judicial functions, the judge is subject only to the law and must only consider the law. The rule of law in every common law jurisdiction in the world is that once an order of court is entered, the only way to set it aside is by going on appeal. That's the rule of law. So the senior advocate, you don't know. I will go to see. A judge must not take or attempt to take orders or instructions of any kind from anyone, even the chief judge, from anybody that may influence his decisions in the performance of judicial function. It means that his lordship having entered an order of court.
Good morning, good afternoon, depending on whenever you are watching us from. Welcome to this wonderful broadcast. Yesterday, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was at the tribunal yesterday, and where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu spilled a whole lot of happenings in Nigeria. Now, why has Justice Nyako refused to grant Nnamdi Kanu bail? Kanu has come out to say that some powerful Fulanis and some elements in the government are frustrating his trial. Let me say that again, that some persons who are so powerful in the system and the Fulanis, because Justice Nyako, she's a Fulani, and every Fulani has an agenda to make sure that the unity of Nigeria is not being divided, to make sure that their Fulani conquest is being achieved. If not so, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ought to have been granted bail a very long time ago. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ought to have been granted bail a very long time ago. How on earth would a man fighting for the freedom of his people, he has been incarcerated for 4 years. For 4 years, there have been no. You've still not find anything suitable for you to convict him. Why don't you let him go? Yesterday, he made a shocking revelation that the justice who is presiding over his case, Justice Nyako, her son too is also facing, her son and her husband are facing corruption charges. And now, my take has always remained that a country called Nigeria would never work. A country like Nigeria, no matter how you want to bring no matter how you want to paint it, Nigeria is a system that has failed. It's a system. How can you incarcerate someone for 4 years? For four years, yet you tend not to find evidence against this man, and you are still holding on to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. For how long can we continue in such a way? If you know you have no evidence to prove in court, then allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu go. Allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu go. Let him go. You can't continue to hold him because he's fighting for the freedom of his people. And and then publicly he said he will continue to fight for his people, and nothing can stop the freedom, and nothing shall stop the freedom. Nigeria, Nigeria has become a place whereby justice has failed. You cannot get justice. You summoned him to appear in court on the 10th, and the justice and the chief judge, the judge who is supposed to preside over the case, was not in court. Who does that? Who does that? The federal government who is charging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no case, because there are no evidence that Kanu is guilty of all the cases against him. Yes, let him go. Holding on to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to me, is a total waste of time. Is a total waste of time. Anybody who is against the unity of Nigeria has always been used as scapegoats. And we all know the truth. Everybody knows the truth that one Nigeria will never work. No matter how we continue to pretend, no matter how we continue to patch it, no matter how we continue to paint it as if it will work, my brother, it will never work. It will not work. That is the current state where we find ourselves. That a country called Nigeria will never work. No matter how we want to do hide and seek, how we want to keep the unity of the country together, we should understand that the unity of Nigeria is dead. A unity whereby the full animal feels he is above every other tribe. And to worst it off, a Fulani judge is presiding over the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a Fulani judge. And the same Fulani believes in the unity of one Nigeria just because of their conquest, because of their Fulani conquest. Because of their Fulani conquest. And now the same Fulani is presiding over the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The question is, how long can we continue like this? How long can we continue deceiving ourselves? And I think this is time for the Igbo leaders to come out and speak for their son, Mazi Kanu. This is the time for the Igbo leaders to come out and speak against all the injustice happening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is the time. You cannot claim to be leaders when your son is facing terrorism charge, and nobody in the Igbo leaders is coming out to support their son. Nobody in the Igbo leaders is coming out to tell the federal government that enough is enough. Let this man let go. This man should be let off the hook. What has he done? What has he done that bad job that the Fulani militias have not done, that the Fulani jihadis have not done? Yet, because he's an Igbo man, he wants to be used as a scapegoat. The government has always seen the Igbo person as an enemy of one Nigeria. But the question now is the one Nigeria working? Is the one Nigeria system, is it working? A system that has failed. And that is why the people will continue to fight and fight and fight until they get their freedom. He said he will continue to fight for his freedom, for the freedom of his people. His people are, the Igbos are being killed on a daily basis by the Fulanis, are being slaughtered on a daily basis. What has the government done to foster peace in that region? Nothing. Yet, a man who has been so instrumental, who has been vocal against the Fulani jihadists, yet the government has incarcerated him. The government has incarcerated him just because he does not believe in the unity of one Nigeria. Because he does not believe in the unity of one Nigeria. The question is one Nigeria working? I have said it countless times that those holding Mazi Kanu are the political leaders in the southeast and the Fulanis. Because these are the people that now, if Mazi Kanu is being released, Mazi Kanu would outshine the southeastern leaders. Knowing fully well he has that political will, and Kanu is influential. The reason the southeastern governors is not ready to let him go. The more reason they are not ready to let him go. I think for me, it is high time every hands need to be on deck. Every Nigerian Igbos who is ready to fight for the freedom and for the struggle to exit one Nigeria should come out and support Mazi Kanu. Mazi Kanu has been unfairly treated. Nobody will take it. Nobody will take it. For 4 years, he has been facing corruption charges, and you still cannot convict him because there is no evidence on the ground to convict him. No evidence. There is no evidence for you to convict Mazi Kanu. Then let him go. Is it a crime to fight for the freedom? For the biafra struggle? Freedom is never a crime, and freedom would never be a crime. We saw how Southern Sudan fought for their freedom to exit the then Northern Sudan. Today, because Kanu is calling for the Igbos to exit Nigeria, the Fulani jihadists are calling for his head. And the Igbo leaders that claim to be leaders in the southeastern part of Nigeria is not saying anything to it. Rather, they are leaking the annals of the Fulani. They have become slaves and errand boys to the Fulani jihadists. Just some days ago, Fulani invaded Ebonyi State to buy people in Atipo community. None of the southeastern leaders condemned that, and this same thing Mazi Kanu has preached for years, that the Igbos should open their eyes, and the Fulani has that the Fulani military has an hidden agenda, that the Fulani military has a plan to take over Nigeria. And is that not the current reality now? Is it not the current thing Nigerians are saying now? Is it not the current reality happening now? Enough of all this. Enough of all this. Enough of all this. We cannot sit and watch Mazi Nnamdi Kanu being incarcerated for no reason. If the federal government lacks whatever it takes or lacks the evidence to prove that Kanu is guilty, let Kanu be let off the hook. Let Kanu be let off the hook. Thank you for that wonderful submission. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, share, comment for more political discourse. Thank you so much.